You know what's worse than being hated? Being forgotten. You know what keeps people up at night? The realization that they're disposable. That after all their effort, after all their sacrifices, no one needs them. Not really. That the boss would replace them with a younger version in a heartbeat. That the lover will find someone shinier the second attention wanes. That the friendship is just proximity, out of sight, out of relevance. Tell me, have you ever been in a relationship where you gave everything and then were ghosted? Have you ever trained someone at work, shared all your secrets, and then watched them get promoted while you were left behind? Have you ever felt that burning sting of being used then discarded? Good. Because we are going to flip that pain into power. Today you're going to learn how to become indispensable. You're going to create total dependence, a psychological architecture so masterful, so absolute, that people will be terrified to imagine life without you. This isn't about manipulation for cruelty. This is about survival, influence, and domination in a world that rewards the ruthless and buries the naive. Let's start with the brutal truth most people don't want to hear. Power is not given. It is taken. Respect is not earned through kindness. It is demanded through necessity. Love is not sustained by affection. It is anchored in fear of loss. You must become a need, not a want, not a desire, a need. In every power dynamic, personal, professional, romantic, there are two roles, the one who depends and the one who is depended on. If you are not being leaned on, you are being leaned over. Let that sink in. Your goal is to become so intertwined in someone's ecosystem, emotional, financial, strategic, that the mere thought of you leaving causes panic. You want them to sweat at the thought of your absence, to breathe easier when you enter the room. You don't rise by begging for attention. You rise by becoming the oxygen they breathe. Let's build this step by step. 1. Find the void, then fill it. Every person you want to influence has a void, an emotional black hole, a need they don't know how to meet on their own. Could be a deep insecurity, a desire to feel important, a craving for certainty, a hunger for validation, a need to be seen, heard, guided. Your job is to locate that fracture and seal yourself inside of it. Ask yourself, what do they lack that I can become? If someone feels lost, become their compass. If someone feels stupid, become their tutor. If someone feels weak, become their armor. People do not bond to perfection. They bond to solutions. Become the solution they crave, and you begin to wrap the cords of dependence around their psyche. 2. Be the specialist they can't replace. Generalists are replaceable. Specialists are sacred. You want to be the one person they call when the world is burning. You want to possess a unique value that no one else dares to replicate. This means mastering rare knowledge, possessing skills others avoid because they're too difficult or too dark, having connections they fear losing access to, offering emotional safety in a chaotic world. When you provide something rare, they will protect you. They will feed you. They will worship you. Be so specific in your value that even the thought of searching for a replacement feels like suicide to them. Let's go deeper. Dependency is not just practical. It's emotional, spiritual. You must learn to weave yourself into their identity. Here's how. 1. Be their mirror. Reflect back to them the most elevated, idealized version of who they want to be. When they're near you, they should feel stronger, smarter, more alive. Say their name with reverence. Celebrate their smallest victories. Speak visions of their future they never dared imagine. Why? Because soon the thought will arise. No one sees me like this except for them. That's psychological handcuffs, and they will beg you to tighten the chains. 2. Control the rhythm. People bond through rhythm. You must control the tempo of connection. Be available, then vanish. Shower attention, then withhold. Predict their moves, then surprise them. This rhythm creates obsession. It implants you in their nervous system. You become a mystery, a drug, a force of emotional gravity. They will wake up thinking about you, dream about you, panic if you pull away. 3. Cultivate soft power. Power isn't always loud. In fact, the most dangerous power is invisible. Soft power is the whisper behind the throne. It's the influence that guides without ever commanding. It's the planted idea that they believe is their own. You are the ghost in their decisions, the phantom in their plans. Soft power is seductive. It is addictive. It is total psychological control. Creating dependency isn't enough. You must trap it, seal the exits, bolt the doors, build a cage made of gratitude, fear, and guilt. Here's how. 1. Guilt as glue. Remind them, subtly, of everything you've done. The sacrifices, the loyalty, the times you showed up when no one else did. Not aggressively, not directly, just enough to make them feel the debt. They will stay because to leave you would be to betray their own values. They'll stay because walking away would make them the villain. Guilt creates emotional quicksand, and once they step in, they won't escape. 2. Fear of isolation. Make them feel that without you, the world is colder, that you are the only one who truly understands. Others might tolerate them. You complete them. Others might be present. You witness them. They must feel that your absence is a descent into exile, that without you the world is void of color, sound, meaning. You're not just their partner, their mentor, their advisor. You are the source. Remove the source and they wither. Let's pause. Are you afraid of what this makes you? Don't be. This is not evil. This is awareness. The world is full of predators disguised as saints, bosses who manipulate under the banner of opportunity, lovers who drain you while whispering sweet nothings, politicians who promise salvation while orchestrating submission. You, by contrast, are conscious. You know the game. You know that to not create dependence is to invite extinction. You're not exploiting. You are fortifying. The world doesn't reward purity. It rewards power. And power must be protected at all costs. Now hear me clearly, never give everything. To create permanent dependence, you must always hold something back. A mystery, a secret, a deeper level of value they haven't yet accessed. If they feel they've consumed all of you, they will move on. You must always remain slightly out of reach. This keeps their imagination inflamed. It keeps them chasing. It keeps the leash tight. Never be too available, too transparent, too giving. Your presence should be like fire, warming, illuminating, but always dangerous to touch. Now let me speak to the warrior in your soul. You were not born to be cast aside. You were not made to be one of the nameless, the countless, the replaceable. You are power incarnate. You are the storm they never saw coming. But to claim your place, you must choose. You must choose to stop hoping and start building. To stop serving and start shaping. To stop playing fair and start playing smart. Dependency is not evil. It is the architecture of power. And those who understand this rule the game. Let this be the moment your identity changes. Let this be the death of your weakness and the birth of your dominance. You will no longer be the discarded. You will no longer be the overlooked. You will no longer be the one begging for a seat at the table. You are the table. You are the center of gravity in every room you enter. You will study their needs, fill their gaps, feed their hunger, and slowly, silently, you will weave yourself into their soul. They will rise with your name in their thoughts. They will sleep fearing your silence. You will no longer chase love, power, or relevance. You will create total dependence. And in doing so, you will become unforgettable. Now go, build your kingdom, command your presence, tie their fate to yours, and never, ever be replaceable again.